take it away.
Well, hello, folks. It's Kimberly Hobscheid with Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel and the Passive Income Web Summit. I am super excited. We have a really cool presentation today from Marguerite. Marguerite's going to show us about having an experience in the virtual world and having our business be online virtually and gamifying our entire business. It's super cool. It's a world, sort of like a massively multiplayer online game, only it is for sales and selling opportunities. It's really, really cool. I'm excited to have you here with us today. Welcome, Marguerite.
Hi, thanks for having me, Kimberly. I really, really appreciate it. I am so grateful to be here. And what a great topic. I've been watching last couple, yesterday and today, and it's been amazing.
Awesome. Well,
so
we
thank
actually
you for
have
hosting
a little bit
this.
Yep, we actually have a little bit of a delay in the audio, and the video is a little bit frozen, but we're gonna march through because you just were able to share your screen and it looked amazing. So I'm super excited to be able to have you share. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna turn off my video so it has less bandwidth to you, and then I'm going to let you take over and just share your screen and we'll go from there, all right?
Sounds great. So let me know if there's any problems. So I used to have to kind of tell people what remote working was. And after COVID-19, the whole world has changed and everybody knows what that is. So this opportunity is something that is available for what's going on right now. And it's perfect for right now. So I actually work for a company. It's a real estate company, and they've been using this platform for 10 years. So it's tested, tried and true. We have 29,000 people. It's a real estate company. There are 29, we just hit 29,000 agents. So we don't have any bricks and mortar. So if you think about Blockbuster, what happened to Blockbuster? Netflix came along with streaming, and Blockbuster didn't do anything wrong. They just didn't pivot and adapt to the times. And so it's work, and we're all in it right now, so let's just jump in. What I'd love to do is to just show it to you. So when you're looking at something like Zoom, it's a 2D platform, and Verbella, it's called Verbella, is a 3D platform. So it's avatar based. It was built by a gaming company, and it was bought by Exp Realty just recently. But this is getting so much traction right now. The CEO was actually on Fox Business yesterday morning. How many non-Fortune 500 companies get that kind of time on Fox Business? So it's really taking off like crazy. And you can introduce people to Verbella, and you can get an ongoing passive income. You can make 25% of whatever they're spending on their office a month, ongoing, like as long as they have their office for years. So it's a really incredible opportunity. And would you like to see it? I'd love to show it to you.
Yes,
so I'm going to do a quick screen share.
That's fantastic.
Because it is totally fun. So I do this every day. So when you have to download it. It is an app, and it will not work on a tablet or a phone yet. They're working on it. They do have an audio only version for your tablet and your phone, but right now it's just on your computer. So when you download it, you first end up in a dressing room, and you can come over here and change your hair and your clothes and whatever. And once you're done, you move this over, you click in the bottom right, save and exit. So I'm a little casual, I got the flip-flops on, but so here is the Welcome Center. So when you log in, this is where you end up, and you are in the world. And you can use your arrow keys to move around. So it's pretty cool. There's a giant auditorium over there, big welcome center over here. And so to my right, there's tables.
Your flip-flops and your outfit. So we're not actually seeing what you're seeing because there's a little delay in the screen, but it's so cool. And I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just appeared in front of us. I'm wondering if this is something where I would be able to log in and share my screen. Would that be possible?
You would have to download the app. And you can do that at,
all right, that's all right. Let's just go with what we've got right now and see how far it takes us. That'll be fine.
Okay, it's verbella.com/download. And that's all in my little my little PDF giveaway. So when you come in, there's this welcome center, and then there's buildings and people. And like, I can walk up to this guy and go, hey, how you doing? There's a little microphone over here. So you can't hear it through my, this little Apple headphone thing. But there's a text box, you can text people, and you can actually talk to people. So I'm going to come over here to the information center, and you can walk, you can run, and you can teleport. But we're going to go into the information center, and you can see all these businesses over here that are using team suites, they call it right now. Just to give you an idea, people that are using this: real estate companies, software companies, financial services companies, marketing, coaching, medical, nonprofits. There are even churches in here. Accenture, Deloitte, the John Maxwell team has an office in here, Stanford School of Medicine, Stanford Graduate School of Business, UCSD, and so many more companies are in here having remote offices. And then they've got this whole interactive place where you can come in and watch a video, and everything in here is interactive. So you can click on screens and bring them up and watch videos.
Hi, and welcome to Virbela.
Really fun.
In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to get...
The way you move around besides your arrow keys is you can go to this go-to right here, and you can teleport to anywhere. So we're going to go to the demo team suite. And these are super affordable. Let me know how long this takes for you guys. I'm there. Are you guys there yet?
We can see.
So this is what an office would look like. Are you there?
We are. There's just a little delay on the line, but it's looking really good. Like we're seeing it in little.
You're out in the common area.
It looks really good.
Here, areas marked with luminescent lines on the floor are private.
So
you cannot see what's
suite,
on the screens unless you step inside of that private zone. The front area here does have a couple of options. It's set to a couch square right now. We can change it to a reception desk. And that back wall,
you can brand everything in here. So if you want to put your company logo on all the walls, you can do that. So you can have a maximum of, for $200 a month, you can have, hi, she just said hi to me.
Towards the boardroom. Hi, Marguerite.
So you can.
Okay. And the boardroom can be customized again. The name by right-clicking on it, so we point that out.
For $200 a month. And you can have a maximum of 20 people in here at one time. So you can have more than that who can come in at any time, but a maximum of 20. You've got individual offices. There's a big boardroom over here where you can have trainings and meetings.
To come out here because that table and the chairs in the back are private.
It's a privacy bubble. So the only people who can hear what's going on in that room are the people who are in that room. And I say people, I mean avatars. But all of these screens are interactive. You can reconfigure the boardroom to have one table, many tables, no tables.
So the boardroom,
you can put your PowerPoints or whatever you're doing up on these boards.
Company meetings, trainings.
There's a whole suite
we have different layout options. Boardroom layout at the top.
So this is what
right now it's set to conference tables. We can add one large table.
How cool is that? And then the open campus is actually free. Anybody can go there, but if you want to have your own team suite, an office like this with a boardroom, it starts at $100 a month and then goes up by number of users, up to 100 or 200 users. And beyond that, it would be an enterprise application. So you can bring people in like that and make a profit off of that as well. Probably won't be the 25% that you get off the smaller ones though. But there's lots of places you can go.
I want to interrupt just briefly. You're doing great. We love what's happening, but we actually are able to hear periodically people jumping in to talk about there is some audio that's feeding in and it's over your voice. So we aren't able to hear it as clearly. So if you can turn off that audio, that would be fantastic. But it's super, I love how cool this is. I can definitely see being able to do this with different clients who like to interact in a different way, gamification wise, being able to say, hey, meet me in Virbela and we can do our coaching session there, or meet me in Virbela and I'll do a training, and be able to do like a web summit in Virbela. It would be so fun.
Oh yeah. You can do a training. You can have 1,000 people in this auditorium. I've been in this auditorium with 1,000 people in it. And our So my real estate company, we had our big shareholder summit. It was supposed to be in April in Disneyland, and of course that got canceled, and they didn't miss a beat. Every other real estate company on the planet had to cancel their big meeting, and we had ours. We just had it virtually. So all the breakout sessions, all the big talks, they were all right here in the world. Pretty cool. So there's also some crazy places you can go. Can you hear me? Am I still with you?
Yes, that was
right,
my fault. You're still on. I just had myself on mute and I couldn't get back to it because I was on another piece trying to see the software myself. So you're doing great. This looks amazing. I definitely see the advantages of being able to have this as a way of interacting virtually with people, and way more fun than Zoom.
Hello. Way more fun. So they actually have fireworks going on, and you can actually drive this little speedboat around the island if you want. So that's the world, and I'm going to close it down because it just eats up so much of my computer. I'm going to turn that off and come back to you guys.
Wonderful.
So how cool was that?
That is so cool. Thank you so much for sharing. I think, you know, in our worlds of coaching and teaching other people, being a solopreneur, trying to have create business opportunities for ourselves, being able to gamify something like this can be super cool. Tell me, on average, how many people are usually in the world, and how do you get them attracted into your virtual office space?
So it's you have to invite people into your world. And right now, people all over the world are just getting into this. You can go in there right now and just do it for free. You can just be in the public areas for free. But everywhere you see a little blue circle or a blue square, that's a privacy bubble. So you can go to a table that's outside under the trees or whatever and have people meet you in there. And you can have 4 people at a table, and it feels real. And you get used to it really quickly. You'd be surprised. And you're having a chat. Or you can be in a little place that has a screen, and you can put your PowerPoint on the screen, and everybody's there in the same room. So there's actually culture in the cloud. We actually had, at my real estate company, they had EXP's Got Talent. And so they had, there's a soccer field that I didn't take you to, but they had a big Jumbotron on the soccer field, and they put videos of people's talent, and everybody was standing around clapping and voting, and it was hilarious. And a friend of mine from Nashville, who's an agent in Nashville, won for the US, and she went up against the Canadian the next day. It was hilarious. But I mean, we have all kinds of culture going on in the cloud, and so my real estate company has its own campus, and only those people who belong to that company can go there. So it's a whole campus, not just a suite. And that's very expensive. But a small company can have 10, 20 people for almost nothing a month and have this really cool platform, and you have collaboration. So my husband's an engineer. He's got a cybersecurity company, and he has engineers all over the world working on his stuff. And they can go in and meet in his team suite and collaborate on software. It's amazing. It's an incredible platform.
Really, really great. So I think that the gamification piece of it makes it so much more fun in this virtual world. I mean, I know we're all in a virtual world and we're looking at each other right now, live and in person, but it is really, I mean, it's just super fun to be able to create something that would be like an avatar, and you could go, tell me, do you get like walk-in traffic from that or anything?
There are people walking in that have just heard about it somewhere. They don't like you to pounce on those people. But if you wanted to put this out to your LinkedIn, or if you've got a list and say, hey, how'd you like to have a virtual office? You can do it for very little money. And then you give them your discount code. When you sign up as an affiliate, you get a discount code. And so when you give them your discount code, they get their first month for free. So they're going to go do it. And after that, every month that they pay, you get 25% of whatever they're paying. So if they've got a $200 a month office, you're getting $50 a month, and you get 10 of those, it's $500 a month. And, people might go, well, $500 a month, but $500 a month for so many people, that would stop half of the bankruptcies in America. But suppose you just really got into marketing it and you just thought it was really cool. you sign up 100 of those, that's $5,000 a month. Passive income. You're not doing anything.
Well, we're looking for passive
and
income.
It's ongoing.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic.
Forever until they quit.
So tell me,
so it's an interesting opportunity. It's very now.
Do we have a link or anything?
Yes. So in my little download is the PDF that is on the site, on your site. Let's see. So virbela.com/download is where you can download the software onto your computer. It's VIRBELA. And it's all in here. And then if you want to have your own office, you can use my discount code and get your first month for free. You can sign up as an affiliate. There's links on here to how to sign up as an affiliate. There's training for affiliates. There's a link to that on here. They've got a link to a pitch deck. I mean, everything's done for you. That's what I love about this company. It's just done for you. They just want growth to come organically. So they don't want to go out and do the advertising. They just want people who love it to go out and share it and then profit for when they get people to come in.
That is fantastic. I absolutely love it. So Mercy, can you throw the link in the chat box to get the PDF? That would be fantastic. And I don't know why we didn't have that available before, my fault. But we will try to get that to you. If you go to virbela.com/download, you'll be able to download the software, but they're going to charge you. And in order to get in order to get that first month free.
No, it's free.
Marguerite's download code, right? So they actually need to sign up with you in order to get that first month free.
So just to go into the campus and check it out, it's free. But if you want a team suite for your company, then yes, you would use my discount code. But you can just go in there and check it out anytime you want.
Awesome. Well, I actually did. I have it on my computer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can share my screen, but I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. And you can sort of walk me through it since we have some extra time. But do you want to talk about anything else? You actually are also a representative of another company that you might want to talk about as well. I think that one of the other people that's on here today is also with Exp Realty. Do you want to talk a little bit about Exp Realty before we move on?
Sure, absolutely. So if you have a real estate license and you are either at another company or you're looking for a place to hang your license, Exp Realty is has a really interesting business model. And it's based on this it's the Amazon of real estate. So it's a cloud company. There are no bricks and mortar, and they take all that money that they save from having all of those offices and they give it back to the agents in the form of stock. So we have a stock that's actually on the NASDAQ. It's a legit stock. It started out as a penny stock over the counter, but it's been uplisted to the NASDAQ. It's running around $9 right now. I haven't checked it today. But you get stock for doing stuff you already do. So if you're working for any other company and they don't give you stock, this is just off the top additional. And then really competitive splits. But the big piece is the passive income piece. So if you invite people to come to the company, you get a piece of their cap. So you can make up to $2,800 per person that you bring in on your top line, and it goes 7 layers deep. And you make more on your second line than you do on your first. So the culture at EXP is about helping others, which is what I love. And everybody there, nobody holds anything back. The top agents in the country are coming over. We just got Tariq El Moussa from Flipper Flop. He just joined EXP because he took one look at the business model and went, holy cow, why would I not do this? Every company on the planet wanted him to sign. He's even said that. But he saw the business model of EXP and said it's a no-brainer because he's inviting people, and you can brand yourself. You can have, he's having Tariq and Associates brokered by EXP in small print underneath it. You have to follow your state laws about how to do that on advertising. But you can brand yourself, you can have your own company brokered by EXP, and you attract people to come to the company. And I know people who are making, have been doing this for 5 years. I just started about a year ago, and they're making 6 figures a month, passive income, because they have 5,000 people in their downline, because you invite people, they invite people, and they invite people, and they invite people, and they invite people, and it grows exponentially so fast. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I've heard of Exp Realty before, but it's only for real estate agents, and it is available as sort of a multi-level program. Is that right?
Yes, ultimately it is a real estate company, and nobody's going to make any money unless somebody's selling real estate. It is a real estate company. However, you know, if you don't want to be 90 years old with a walker going through an open house, you know, oh, look at the bedroom over here. You know, if you want an exit strategy from real estate, there is nothing like this on the planet. And we're expanding worldwide. We just opened, so we're in the US and in Canada, and we just opened the UK and Australia, and more countries are coming soon. So you can build a real estate company. Typically, when you want to build a real estate company, it's hyper local, and you can do your little area, your little town, or even part of a town. You can have agents in the UK, you can have agents in Australia, you can have agents in Canada, anywhere in the US, it doesn't matter. And it's all one big team. We call it one big fire, one dream, one team. And it's a great company. I mean, they just had tens of thousands of people in the world doing training all last week for our big shareholder summit. And everybody's sharing their secrets and sharing the love. It's incredible.
Great opportunity for people to be able to grow their business and do something really amazing with it, and be able to get that passive income stream. So if you are a real estate agent and you're interested in Exp Realty, how can they get involved, and how can they get involved with you?
So if you download that PDF, my contact information is in there. It's mb@margueritebonnett.com. You can email me. I would love to I can send you a free pass to the EXP world. You can go in and take all the training you want. EXP has a free thing going on right now. Because of COVID-19, they just want to share. We have so much training and so many resources, and they just want to share it with any real estate agent who's interested. So if you have a license and you're interested and would love to go in and check it out, let me know. I'd love to give you a tour.
Awesome. Well, my real estate license was valid, but it is invalid. I re-upped it twice, and then I just wasn't using it. Not because I sold real estate, but because I actually had a partner who did flipping. And with that, they wanted me to be able to get in periodically to be able to open the house with the key. And in order to do that, I needed a real estate license for some houses and things like that. So I got one sort of on the side, and I was like, I don't think I'll ever use this. And then I let it expire, and now I'm like, oh, I should have kept it. So maybe it's time for me to go back and get my real estate license and earn some passive income with it.
Absolutely. I actually have a friend who is a lender here in Austin, and he came to our Lunch and Learn, and he saw the business model, and everybody has this holy crap reaction when you see the little talk about the business model, because it's mind-blowing. And he said, I got to go he had his real estate license years and years ago, and then became a lender and preferred that. But he's not even going to be selling real estate. He sees the real estate agents every single day as a lender. And so he knows a ton of them. And he's like, it's perfect for me to do recruiting. So he got his license and joined EXP just to do the recruiting piece. And there are some people who do that. It's as a rule, everybody's pretty much selling real estate, but there are some people who just, that's their deal. And they're not selling, and they're making a ton of money passively. So it's worth it to check it out. So yeah, let's talk about that
way with a real estate license. So if you are a realtor and you want to know more about Exp Realty, you should download Marguerite's downloadable, and you'll get a whole bunch of information, but also you'll be able to get more information and connect with her on what Exp is all about. So throw a note in the chat box if you are a real estate agent. Is this only for US or is it worldwide?
Worldwide. Well, we're in the US, Canada, UK, and Australia right now, but more countries are coming. I know they're working on, they've got to do a lot of legal stuff to get countries up and running. They're working on Mexico. They're working on the Philippines. They're working on a lot of countries. So they're planning on putting in, they went from the 44th largest real estate company in the country to the 4th in like 18 months. No one has ever done that before.
That's pretty cool.
It's growing like crazy. People are coming, with or without you. People are coming. Just get in there and get them under you.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I actually got my Virbela campus open, and I'm going to try to share my screen because I think people would love to see it. But we're going to see. I can't do all the cool things you can do, but can you see my screen right now? Uh-oh, it might be making
yeah.
How do I make it not make noise?
Yeah.
It might be making noise right now. It is making noise. How do I make it not make noise?
You can't really turn off the noise. Actually, if you're in the regular thing, there's a little gear at the top right. If you click on that and go to preferences, you can turn down the noise.
Where do I go to preferences? Preferences, there it is.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then environment sound. Okay, and then UI sound. Okay.
Yeah, it's such a big program.
Let's see.
So you can turn down the environmental sounds, but the thing is, you move away from people. So it's just like being in real life. The closer you get to someone, the louder they are.
How are you? Wow. Yeah. Holy cow.
So use your arrow keys to move forward and get away from the sound.
Holy cow. People are talking to me everywhere. That's a little scary. How do I run?
Yeah, and so you hold down the shift key and the forward arrow.
Awesome. So now that I'm away from people, you guys can't hear those people anymore, right?
Right.
Okay. So you said that I was supposed to go to the information center. Is that the thing on my right, or is that straight ahead?
Yeah, the glass building on the right is the information center.
This
or you can click go to and you can teleport.
Okay.
To the right.
What about these tech support? I gotta take a number for tech support. That's pretty awesome.
That's amazing. So they do have tech support. So sometimes when people first download, their microphone is not working. They can hear people, but they can't talk. And so you would just go in here, take a number, and when your number gets pulled, you automatically pop into an office or a desk sitting across from a tech support guy, and you have to type into the chat box, hey, my microphone's not working, can you help me? And they'll go, sure. And they'll send you a link. You click on it. They take over your computer remotely. They go in and they change a bunch of settings for you and give you your computer back, and it works. And you can have whatever problem with anything to do with any of the software associated with this program, and they'll fix your computer for you. And it's in real time. It's right now. There's no waiting. There's no driving anywhere with your computer. There's no standing in line. You just get it.
Wow,
it's amazing.
If I walk off this, am I going to fall?
No, it won't let you walk off things.
You can't die. How many lives do I get?
Yeah, no, there's no dying here. But
awesome.
Yeah, I've been down by the rocks by the beach, and you can walk out into the water and swim. You can drive the speedboats. You can play soccer. There's a soccer ball you can kick around. So that's where the tech support guys usually are.
All right.
And yeah, and so you can see a circle around a table. That's a privacy bubble.
Oh, okay. So when you go in there, you can only hear the people that are in that privacy bubble.
Right.
Okay.
When you're in the bubble. Yeah. So it's
fun
really
awesome.
it's super fun.
Okay. Now, how do I tell?
And then if you
can I tell?
Yeah. So if you click go to, that'll give you all the different places you can go. If you click your own name, it gives you what you can do. So you can make your avatar clap and wave and shake hands and do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Okay.
But you can also
teleported to the expo, but I don't know what that's going to do. I thought I did.
I guess they're having an expo. It takes a second sometimes because it's such a big, the expo hall. Yeah. Okay. There isn't, the invisible path game is something that you do with your team, and it's a team building game. And so anyway, I haven't played it, but it looks interesting.
All right. Well, my gosh, how fun is that to be able to and you're back now. You have no problem with audio or video or anything. So maybe just me taking over the screen would have been perfect. But
no, I closed it because it's such a big program.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, how cool is that to be able
to, you know how you have the cocktail hour?
Some sort of virtual program where you could go in and have your very own office. You could have walk-in traffic, theoretically. You can invite people to come in. You can engage them in a different way. And you can become an affiliate. So if other people buy office space, you can make money that way. What a great way to make passive income. Is there any way that you can set up something where people can buy stuff from you without you being in there, without you being as part of the game?
Yes, well, you can do an email, you can do something on LinkedIn, something on Facebook where you put your discount code, and people can just click on it, use your discount code, and sign up to have an office, and you don't even have to deal with them,
That's fantastic. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, not that we don't want to deal with people, but it's certainly nice when you have passive income and that money comes in on your mailbox. I actually just had an alert for 2 sales today that was totally passive income from a course that I created. And I absolutely love that. I love when it dings in and it's like, you just made money for just doing something completely different. I could be at the beach, I could be drinking Mai Tais, but instead I'm here with you guys talking about how to make passive income streams really, really work. So awesome. I'm very excited that you came to hang out with us, Marguerite. I think that you have a lot of cool things that you can engage with. And I love how you're showing up in the world in a fun and different way and making things work in passive income and being creative with your solutions. I really, really like it. So what would you like to talk about next? We have probably about 10 minutes left. What other things can we share with our audience? Or the same thing, you could just share what's like more of one or the other.
Yeah, well, just a little bit more about Virbela and EXP. Virbela especially, they have events. So they have concerts and cocktail hours, kind of like you have, you know, with the rocket fuel cocktail hour thing. So you can just show up and go to stuff in the free version of the campus, just, you know, without having an office. But once you have an office, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can, you know, I think you might have to pay a little bit extra, but you could have a huge class in there, 1,000 people, and use one of the big auditoriums. It's just an amazing, fun thing to do. I'm trying to think if I put any other notes here.
If you did, like, if I did one of my classes in there, like I teach a class sometimes on a Saturday where I'll teach people how to become an audiobook narrator or voiceover artist. And it's a fun little half-day thing. Do you have like PowerPoints that you can put up on like the big screen and things like that?
Everything in the world is interactive. So if you walk up to a screen, it's going to be interactive. You can click on it to bring it up in case there's people standing in front of it and you can't see it. You can load PowerPoints. They have a full suite of tools that you can use in there to present. And they use, Flywheel, is it Flywheel? But there's all kinds of different tools that they use. PowerPoint, Keynote, all that stuff you can just load it right up. It goes right up on the screen. And it's all super easy. It's all point and click, but it's just fun because everybody's an avatar and it's a place where you can it's immersive, it's interactive. It's not a 2D experience.
Yeah.
Got your little avatar body in there.
What do we need to do with the avatars? Like, what's the best thing to have on an avatar? Make sure you have like the proper shoes, or like, what's the best thing to have on an avatar?
Well, it's funny because there's a big debate all the time in EXP world. Let's see if I can go here. I have some friends. We're really, really big on diversity in EXP, and we have this whole One EXP, and it's a very, very big push in EXP. But we had a couple of guys who were like, hey, why can't I wear high heels? And so they're working on making it so that they can make whatever choice that they want, just for diversity. And it's really fun because some people are in there and they've got the crazy colors, and some people are in there and they're all in black and it's really conservative looking, and some people are in flip-flops and shorts, and you can just be whoever you want to be, and it doesn't really have to look like you know. So I have friends who don't want it to look like them, and they make themselves different, and it's really fun.
Awesome.
Well, so, and then crazy stuff happens on Halloween. They've got Halloween craziness going on. They make it snow in winter, and there's flowers that show up in the spring, and they have the fireworks on the beach at 4th of July. It's really fun.
And you guys have been doing this for 10 years? Is Virbela related to EXP, or is it completely separate?
So EXP started 10 years ago, and the avatars were a little more stick figure-ish back then. They've come a long, long way. But EXP has grown so much, so fast, and they had the cash, and they bought Virbela about 2 years ago. So they now own it. But it is a separate company, and So you don't have
to be a real estate agent to interact. You can be a coach or a solopreneur. You could have, like, theoretically, you could have a donut shop in there. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Virtual donuts, but yeah.
You can sell stuff. Can you sell stuff online that gets into the real world? Like,
there is a company in there.
Do you lead them to stuff, or do you give them coaching, or how do you, like, do you make money by like you interact with them there and give services there, but then you sell on your own platform? Is that right? Or do you sell?
Well, it's like having an office.
Okay.
You know, if you go down the street and rent an office in a brick building, it's the same thing. It's your office. It's just in the cloud, so you can interact with people around the world. They don't have to be on Main Street.
And can you decorate your office? I'm sure you can.
Absolutely. Everything. Every time you see anything on the wall, you can change it.
And what do you have decorated on your office? Can you have like pictures of your own kids? That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, you can take any photo off your computer and upload it onto the wall. You can change the name above your office. You can, they have something called Post-it notes. So if you're, not in that day and you want to be able to have people call you or text you, you can put a Post-it note on your office and it'll say whatever you want it to say.
Awesome. Somebody's asking, can you sublet an account, share with other businesses? And what's the minimum that you can get in at? Like, is it you have an office and you have 20 people in it? Is that how it works, or 10?
It starts at $100. So I wrote this down. So 10 people consecutively can be in your office, but more than that can have, you can have entrance for more than that. But 10 people consecutively
at one time can be online in your office.
Right. And when you enter, you teleport and it says Team Suites, and you click on that and you put in your password, and that gets you to your office.
Okay.
So 10 people at once, $100 a month. That's the cheapest one. The one that is the most popular is the $200 a month, and it's a maximum of 20 people at one time in the office. You get 12 offices plus a boardroom, and then it goes up. There's a 30-person, 50-person, 80-person, 100 persons, 200 persons, and it's 80 would be 800. 100 people's $1,000 a month. So it runs about like that, and you would get, as an affiliate, 25% of that every month that they have that office.
Awesome. So Ray's is asking an interesting question. How is it different from Zoom? So it's virtual, but it's virtual with avatars. So you don't actually see our pretty faces. You get to be an avatar and walk around and then decorate your office anyway, other than the real world. It's not the real world. It's the virtual world, and it's avatar land, right? So it's all cartoon. Well, not really. Would you say cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cartoon-like. But it's immersive because you're in the room with a bunch of people and you're interacting and you're putting stuff on screens and you're talking about stuff. And if you think of a bunch of software developers that are all over the country, to have them be not just on a flat screen, but in a room interacting, it's different. It's kind of fun.
Well, I'm going to put your link in the chat again. The link in the chat is going to take us to what?
That's going to be to it's just a PDF. It'll have my contact information. So feel free, if you just have questions, give me a call. I'm happy to answer your questions. I have my discount code on there if you want to get your own office. And then also it has how to become, just full instructions on how to become an affiliate and all the links that you need to get in there, find that contract, fill it out, and you have to be approved. And then it has links to a sales deck that you could use, all the information you could possibly want, videos about how to do all of this and how to interact in the world. You can also go into the world, and they have tours, I think, once a day.
Oh, really?
You can have someone, and they can show you how to do a backflip and all kinds of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So
you can tell how to do a backflip in a virtual world. That's awesome.
Yes. In the text box, you would type /FLIP, and you would do, your avatar would do a backflip. And then it'll do a little dance. It's really fun. So there's a lot of interaction and craziness that goes on when you're in meetings. It's not just, your face.
Do I get to burn calories when I do that?
Your avatar will.
I'm going to burn virtual calories and get them if I do that too much? Can you go? Oh, that would be a really good question. Could you go to like a yoga class or something like that?
I don't know about that.
Super cool. They had yoga online, and then your little guy was doing it, or your little girl was doing the yoga positions, and then you were trying to do them in real life too. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. But you could have someone in there, and you could be on the screen.
Yeah,
a video of you on the screen. But,
oh, you could actually have a video of you in real life on the virtual screen in the virtual world of cartoons.
Yeah, and then you could be standing there talking about what's going on the screen.
Awesome. Somebody's asking, are there real-time video overlays in there? I don't know what that is. That was Greek to me. Do you even know what that is?
Absolutely. I'm
Tell me what that is. I need to learn.
like videos on the screen. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, real life. So like if you walked up to a screen, you would be able to watch a real live, like you would be able, like if you walked up to a screen in my office right now, you would be able to see this Zoom call.
Yeah, well, when we went into the information center, there were those screens. And when you walk into the little blue bubble around the screen comes to life and you can watch this video about whatever that is. And yeah, and if you're in your office and there are screens there, I mean, you can go on Google and look at stuff. If you're like, you want everybody in the room to see this one video, and you can play it and everyone, all the little avatars in the room can see it.
Awesome. All right, okay, we got more questions. So can we mix up the virtual avatar with real video?
You can have videos on any screen in the world.
Okay, so there's a screen there, and that video can be a video of you in the real world, but then when you're in the world, you're actually your avatar. So you can't have like your video of your face talking. No. Yeah, no, it has to be on the screen. Okay, all right. Wow, super cool. So I hope you guys download it and play with it, and then when you want to engage and get your own little space in there, please, please, please support Marguerite and use her discount code so that she can get credit for it and then help you as you're building out your world, because once you sign up through Marguerite, you're going to be able to get her program, but also any help that you need from her and what she knows about navigating the world and how to set you up for the most success. Is that right? And
you'll get your first month free if you use my discount code.
Yay! So definitely do that. And it's passive income so that when you have other people do it and then they sign up and they keep their virtual world going, then you're actually getting income off of that every week/month. Is that right?
Right, right. But you don't have to have an office to be an affiliate.
Ah, very nice.
You can just be an affiliate.
Good to know. All right, my friend. Well, thank you so much for sharing today. I really, really appreciate it. It's super cool. I love the technology. It's awesome. I love it. Very excited to learn more. Thank you for coming on. I know you were one of our very last minute people to dive on, and I was really hoping you would come with us because nobody else is talking gamification. I mean, that's just not a thing that people are talking about on this summit. But to be able to gamify your world, your space is really absolutely fantastic. Somebody just commented, I love the paintings behind you. Wonder Woman, go, man.
Yeah, and another thing I love about the gaming thing is it kind of, levels the playing field. Whether you're, 60 or, 25, everybody's in there and everybody's an avatar and we're all sort of equal. It's kind of fun.
That's true. That's true. If you're worried about social bias or whatever, you can change that. That's really interesting. Very good point. And or you could be even more flamboyant than you already are. I could make myself 106, and maybe people would take pity on me and be worried about me getting COVID. I mean, that was probably all right, folks, we are at time, and I can't tell you how grateful I am that you came and shared with us today, Marguerite. I know you were very busy and had a lot of things to do, so I definitely appreciate you carving time out of your busy schedule to be with us today and share with our audience about the virtual world and EXP.
Well, thank you so much. I'm very blessed to be here, and I thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm gonna actually raise my desk and we're gonna dance out of here because I have my lovely outro music, which is absolutely phenomenal that I love. But before we let you go, do you have any final words for our crew? Just any words of advice of how they can go out there and live in the world in a passive income way?
Yeah. Join Virbella and talk to me about EXP. It'll change your life.
I love it. Well said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to dance out. We have Mike Wolf up next. Real estate strategies for people with little or no money at all. We're going to see you back at the top of the hour.
We're here with
Bye.
Fuel for entrepreneurs. She's on a mission to help you launch your business to new heights. Nobody lives out loud better than Kimberly.
Good job.